The NFL Gambling Podcast and Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Bet365. Bet365 is offering new users a $1,000 risk-free bet. Sign up today at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/bet365. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting research platform for player props, parlays, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit holbets.com. Use code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today. And we're also brought to you by Game Time. Game Time has last-minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Use promo code CFBX for $20 off your first purchase. Yes, sir. We are back with another edition of the NFL Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. No me, no voice, no guy. It's me, really real, Villain Road from Virginia here at your service. And I still don't have my music because we are fighting copyright, which sucks. But I have this.
It's honestly good enough.
Yeah, it is. Scott Studio, right show, everyone. Scott, what's going on?
Scotty, beat me up.
Surprise.
Yeah, can't complain. Shout out to Star Trek for not copyrighting my intro. But looking forward to the game today. Our game tomorrow should be interesting. Kinda. Not really. I hope so. I don't know. I mean, the game last week was fine, actually, with the Titans and the Steelers. It actually came down to the wire. The under got there somehow. We don't know how, but the under got there, which was nice. Tomlin found a way, and I'm kind of kicking myself for not picking that. But either way,
Yeah, man.
the under did get there, so it could be worse. But this game is somehow projected to be even worse than last week, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I Benedicted.
I'm not going to sit here and praise either team in this spot with the Bears and the Panthers. So hopefully they show some watchable football. I will not be watching this game. Full disclosure. I got better things to do.
Carolina Panthers at 1-7, traveling to Chicago to play Chicago Bears at 2-7. Bears open up -2. They are now -4. 39 is the total. Open up at 41.5. Injury report here, and grab your popcorn because this is extended. We have Justin Fields, who was limited participant in practice, so we'll see if he plays. We have Khalil Herbert, who was a full participant. Equanimous St. Brown, who is a full participant. Cole Kmet, who has not participated in practice. He's not looking good. Tremaine Edmonds did not participate in practice as well. Jaquan Brisker, full participation in practice. Nate Davis, the offensive lineman, did not participate in practice. And Terrell Smith, the DB, did not participate in practice. And we also have Tariq Stevenson, also another DB for them. He was a full participant. For the Panthers, Rain Blackshear, full participant. We have Laviska Shenault, did not participate. You have Tommy Tremble, who is a full participant. Expect him to go. We have Von Bell, safety. He is full participant, expected to go. Same thing as the offensive tackle from North Carolina, Ikongnu? Yeah, I think that's how you say it. DJ Chark did not participate. Xavier Woods did not participate. CJ Henderson did not participate. Brian Burns did not participate. I mean,
Are we assuming Fields is playing?
I think so.
Based on the line movement, I have to assume so.
I think it's a safe assumption. Even if Fields doesn't play, I mean,
it's a massive line move, though, for two crappy teams.
They covered against the Saints last week.
They did. I don't know how they covered, but they covered.
Because Tyson made it.
No, I'm saying the last couple drives, like the Saints should have covered, but they didn't cover.
Yeah, Saints suck.
Had them in Survivor.
Yeah, bro, just give me the Bears -4. Carolina sucks. You can't bet Carolina. I tried to talk myself into what's his name revenge game. Talk myself into
DJ Moore?
Frank Reich revenge game last week. It didn't work.
No.
Now I'm here on the DJ Moore revenge game, and it's enough for me. Honestly, it's enough for me. Carolina defense is battered, beat up, doesn't look that good. Bears have looked competent at times, not all the time, but at times the Bears have looked competent. I don't think there's too many times where Carolina has looked competent. Yeah, man, they covered that 9.5. I got to assume they cover 4 against the Panthers. Give me the Bears.
You're on the over or the under?
Oh, under. What kind of
I have to ask just, for the sake of asking, but I'm obviously on the under too. That's a given. I think I'm going to take Carolina plus the 4.
Whew.
I'm not betting it. I'm not going to bet it. I'm just going to be fully clear. But I do think that laying 4 with the Bears is not how I want to spend my money. I'd rather take the points in this matchup because I don't see many points to begin with. And I think it's going to be a disgusting game. In disgusting games, I'll take the points. Carolina's defense actually pretty good the last couple weeks. It wasn't their fault Bryce Young threw 2 pick sixes last week. Like, the defense was fine against the Colts. I thought that it was fine there. It shut down Stroud, which actually turned out to be a really good showing because Stroud was a demon last week against Tampa. But Tampa's pass defense also sucks. But I think that for this spot, I'm going to lean to the Panthers to keep this game close. The pass rush will get home. They might do enough offensively, code word scoring 10, 13 points to cover this line. I'll go with Carolina. Even though I do acknowledge I think Bryce Young is an abysmal quarterback at this stage in his career.
Oh, man. Come on, man.
Did you hear about my interaction with a former NFL player on Sunday?
No.
On Twitter, I tweeted out that Bryce Young was having a Ryan Leaf-esque start to his career. I said it doesn't look good right now. I didn't tag anybody. I just tweeted it. Couple likes, standard, whatever. 10 minutes later, I get a reply from Ryan Leaf. Ryan Leaf tweet where I compared Bryce Young to him. I didn't tag him in it, so I guess he was screening his name on Twitter or something. I don't know. And he basically said that I noted what I was talking about, and I was going to respond, but 2 minutes after he sent that response, Bryce Young threw his second pick six of the day, so I let it simmer. I just didn't say anything, so I let it go. But yeah,
what? You know, Ryan Leaf has a betting show. We got to get Ryan Leaf on as a guest now.
We'll see what happens, but he basically accused me of not knowing what I was talking about, and I'm just like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, he's bad. What do you want? And now, of course, it's not all Bryce Young's fault. The team does not have much talent. I'm aware of it. It's a really bad situation. Having said that, a reminder, Andy Dalton torched Seattle's defense with the same exact team earlier this year. It's Bryce Young. He's just not very good. It's fully honest, and of course, the Stroud looking great doesn't make it look. It makes it look a lot worse. He has just no intangibles that make him a serious threat to me. I just think that even though, once again, he was a top pick at from Bama, won a Heisman, you watch him play. Is he fast? He's a little shifty. Good arm? No. Is he accurate? Not really. Is he tall? Not really. He just doesn't have the measurables. He's too small. It is what it is. But having said that, I'm going to back him +4 because I think that he's getting too many points here. That's where I'm at. I think Bryce Young's not great, but I don't trust a post-injury Justin Fields or Badgett. And I think Carolina's defense is underrated. So I'm gonna hang with them to keep this game close.
And you say you're on what side again?
Carolina.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. All right. Brought to you by Bet365.
That was my altercation over the week.
Yeah, no, I would have invited him on the show. He has his own show, so I would invite him on our show and told him let's talk about it. Bet3, especially for this breakdown, it'd have been amazing. We dropped the ball there. Bet365 is the world's favorite. I would have faded anything Ryan Leaf had to say. All right, I'm sorry. I'm going back to the read. Bet365 is the world's favorite sportsbook, trusted by over 88 million players worldwide. You have everything you need at Bet365. They have same-game parlays, sides, totals, player props, live betting, everything you need. I love their player milestones. It makes it so easy to find exactly what you're looking for so that you can ladder players and get the most value for one player. Plus, they're giving away a bunch of profit boosts, like if you get a 30% profit boost on your NFL same-game parlay, and they have an early payout offer. If your team goes up 17 points, don't worry about if they blow it like the Ravens blew it to the Dolphins last year at home as like 3-point home favorites. They were up 21 and blew it in the second half. You don't have to worry about that. They'll give you an early payout. You win your bet, and you can just kick your feet back and watch the game knowing that you got money in your pocket. So sign up today. Choose from 2 bonus offers, either a $1,000 first bet safety net or a $5 bet. Get $150 in bonus bets. Just head over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/bet365. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/bet365. Problem gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER. We're also brought to you by Prize Picks. Make sure you check out Prize Picks where you can go and play alongside some very, very famous people. Meek Mills actually has a Prize Pick account. He be using Prize Picks all the time. I know a bunch of people, A5 South Show, they be on the Prize Picks trying to get that 1942. So, hey, check out Prize
I have a futures
Picks.
parlay pending on there.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Hey.
I have Chris Paul under to have no 30-point games in the season. Luka over 12.5 technical fouls, and I have Dylan Brooks over, I think it was 13.5 technical fouls. That's my 3-pick Prize Picks NBA futures parlay.
Yo, what a fade of Chris Paul. Wow.
No 30-point
not
games.
one? Not one.
Nada.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And I got
All
texts. Text left and right from Brooks.
Yo, you can do
Luka.
stuff like that on Prize Picks. Like, why are you not? Get down with Prize Picks. Promo code SGPN, 100% deposit match up to $100. Make sure you use that promo code SGPN at Prize Picks. Get that 100% deposit match up to $100. All right. First touchdown bets. We changed the mojo. Did we change the mojo?
We did, and who scored the first touchdown last week? Najee?
Yeah.
I don't think neither of us had him, so that didn't help.
All right. Flip it back. We just keep going back and forth until we find out something that works, and then we stick with it. So back to you on first touchdown scorer. Who do you have?
All right. So I did 2 Bears and 2 Panthers. I know we're definitely going to have 2 of the same, but I think you know where I'm going with that one. I'm going to go with Cole Kmet as my first choice. 14-1 on Bet365, which was a great price. It was like 9-1 on every other book, but it was 14-1 on Bet365. So shout out to them for giving me a better price. But Kmet has 5 touchdowns this year. He's the main red zone weapon that the Bears have in the passing game. Fields loves him, so if Fields does play, then I think he's got a shot. He also had a touchdown last week with Badgen throwing him the ball. Crazy catch, but I think that Cole Kmet is worth a look at 14-1. My second choice for Carolina is going to be Jonathan Mingo at 19-1. No touchdowns on the year, but he did play 96% of the snaps last week. 96%, and he's at 19-1. That's good enough for me. Give me Mingo. And then, of course, I have Bears defense and special teams at 25-1 and Panthers defense and special teams at 30-1.
Okay.
I'm assuming we overlap on those last 2.
Yeah.
Figured.
It's kind of hard not to. I'm trying not to, but it's kind of hard.
Especially after Bryce going through 2 pick sixes last week. It's pretty tough to not. Yeah.
But that's why I kind of really don't want to play the Bears one. And
too obvious.
But I'm really having a hard time truly selling myself on anybody else on the Bears.
I feel better about Bears defense than any of the other position players.
So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play those 2. So we have both defenses. Roschon Johnson at 12-1. And that's just more of this Panthers team is really, really bad against the run. I think Roschon Johnson is the most talented back in Chicago, but he just kind of needs that breakout. And we'll see what happens with Khalil Herbert if Khalil Herbert plays. But, I mean, they rotate these backs in and out so much that I feel like I have a good chance of Roschon Johnson just happening to be on the field when they get a touchdown run. So I'll take Roschon Johnson at 12-1. And then for my other Carolina Panther, I took Adam Thielen because Adam Thielen knows this Bears team. And Adam Thielen gets like 1 million targets a game. And so why would I not take Adam Thielen? And he met the threshold at 10-1. I didn't think he was going to meet it. Thank you, Bet365. I did not think he was going to meet the threshold, but he did. So I will take that at 10-1.
I know recently we've gotten a couple, I can't say of obscure touchdown scores. We had Chargers defense and special teams on Monday night, but I don't know. I decided it was worth a flyer. This is such a crazy game. You might have to wait until the second or third quarter to get to cash a first touchdown bet. Give me an obscure guy who's on the field a lot for Mingo.
I'm actually changing off of the Bears defense. He threw 2 pick sixes. Everybody's going to bet Bears defense. Take the Bears defense. I'll put no touchdown score at 100-1.
100. So you're telling me that that's 100-1, but the Steelers game last week was like 4.
Hey man, we weren't sponsored by Bet365 last week. That's all I got.
Oh no, my point is that that tells us the Steelers one last week was way off. Like I thought.
Yeah. Hey man, Bet365 got us 100-1. Yeah, so yeah, take that off. Give me no touchdown score at 101. All right. Play props. What you like? It's not much to pick from.
Yeah, I got 2 kicker props, so that tells you where I'm at. I'm dialed in.
All right. Let me hear it.
So my first one, I actually took a rushing prop. I had Bryce Young over 8.5 rushing yards. The
Mhm.
Bears are not great at rushing the passer, but the Panthers can't pass block. So I see Bryce Young running for his life a lot in this game anyway. He's had at least 10 rushing yards, though, in 5 of the 7 games that he's played in. He's had at least 2 carries in every game, basically, except for 2. So I think that he's going to be running a couple of times. He might get this on one scramble, but I think the 8.5 for, once again, an offensive line that is really not any good. I think Young can scramble, make a guy miss. Give me the over 8.5 rushing yards for Bryce Young. I have Eddie Pinheiro over 1.5 field goals at plus 125. Probably my favorite prop for the value. I think it's nuts this plus 125. He's had at least 2 made field goals in 5 of his last 7. And Chicago's allowing 2.3 field goal attempts per game, which is tied for the 10th most in the league. Plus 125, I'll take that. And my last play is going to be Cairo Santos under 6.5 kicking points. So field goals 3 points, extra points are 1. Give me the under 6.5 at minus 133. He's had a less than 7 in each of the last 3 games. He's had less than 7 in 15 of his last 19 games. And Carolina, despite not being a great team in general, is only allowing 1.3 field goal attempts per game, which is the 3rd fewest in the league. In other words, Carolina gives up touchdowns, not field goals. And I can live by the touchdown, die by the field goal here. So give me the Pinheiro over field goals and give me the under 6.5 kicking points for Santos.
They just took more props off the board, so it's like
there wasn't much because once again, Fields might play, might not play, so the Bears are limited. I would have taken Badge in rushing yards, but they didn't have it, so I couldn't take it.
Okay, all right.
So that was my honorable mention. Instead of Bryce Young, I would have had Badge in rushing, but it didn't exist. So there you go.
I'm gonna go with Montez Sweat over 0.75 sack.
What was that 130? I think.
Yes, and it's really because it's really hard out here to find a prop that's on the board in time of recording, but he's got 6.5 on the season. He didn't get one in that first game against New Orleans. This offensive line sucks. I think this offensive line sucks. And yeah, it's kind of more of like, yeah, I think that Bryce Young, like you said, is going to be running for his life. And I just think Montez Sweat gets home one of those times. Like, I think that both of those plays can hit. And so I'll do that. That is play number 1 for me.
By the way, to read off the sack numbers for Bryce Young this season, 4.641542. He's been sacked at least 4 times in 5 of his 7 games. Just throwing that out there.
Sacked 4 times in 5 of 7 games. Jesus
at least
Christ.
4. Bears are dead last, though, in sack percentage, but the offensive line is a mess.
All right. Let's see here. I'm also going to go with, wow, like it's really, really hard out here on the prop market.
Yeah.
I guess I'll take your Santos play as well. I like that one.
Once again, under 15 of 19 is just a hell of a price.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. So I'll take the Santos play. And for the last one, it's super easy. Wherever you want to bet it at, just give me DJ Moore to score a touchdown. Just give me DJ Moore to score a touchdown. Plus 155 against Carolina. You know, I feel like this is going to be the culmination. And that's why I'm really waiting for DJ Moore props, because I would just hammer DJ Moore props. Because the amount of times that I've heard of DJ Moore cooking this Carolina defense in practice is amazing. Like, I remember training camp after training camp after training camp, constantly DJ Moore was cooking them today. And that's what got us on the hype of DJ Moore as a player. He's going to cook them. He's absolutely going to cook them. It doesn't matter who's at quarterback. They're going to find a way to get him the ball. DJ Moore, score a touchdown, plus 155. All right. Before we get into what, DFS? Yeah, we're about to get into our DFS slate. But first, I got to talk to you about game time. Because I might consider going to this game too. You know, I might consider going to the Hornets game, but I might go to this game too and sweat out a toilet bowl of a game. Wait, did we play the toilet bowl drop? This is 100% a toilet bowl game. Like 1,000,000%. If there was ever a definition of a toilet bowl game, it's this one.
We can do 100%. It during, yeah, it's fine. We'll do it again during the DFS slate.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm already playing the toilet bowl game, but I'm willing to go to the toilet bowl in person and see this and just bask in the glory toilet bowl greatness.
They should pay you to go to the game.
They really should. Honestly, truly, I'd pack it out and I'd be lit. Whoever pays me, I would be lit and make sure that the people on the field hear me. Defense. Blah,
Well,
blah,
if
blah.
you find a better price, Game Time will give you 110%. So they actually will pay you to go.
Oh, wow. Wow. Really? That's amazing.
I
Promo
know.
code
Isn't that crazy?
CFBX. And they'll take $20 off as well. Promo code CFBX on your first purchase. They'll take $20 off as well. Go to Game Time app or visit gametime.co. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets because you're going to need Hall of Fame bets for this game. I mean, good luck just trying to figure it out on your own on who's going to be productive for fantasy, be productive for your bets, be productive for anything. But Hall of Fame Bets has everything you need to help you, even the parlay optimizer tool that will break down your parlay by hit rate on by leg and an expected probability for the entire parlay. I mean, it's just amazing. Join over 30,000 users researching for Hall of Fame Bets. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Use promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month. Start researching, start winning with Hall of Fame Bets. It sounds like Fields is gonna play, but I mean, good luck.
We really don't know.
No idea.
Are the
Nobody
Bears
knows
trying
anything.
to win? We don't know.
All right, DFS. Scott plays FanDuel. I play DraftKings DFS. So I'm gonna lean it over to you, Scott. Who are you playing in this DFS slate? Who's in your captain slot?
So once again, this is going to be disgusting, but this is definitely going to be a unique lineup. I would be shocked if anybody else had this lineup before I share it. My captain slot, Carolina defense.
Okay.
I think this defense is actually solid. I think last week's numbers are misleading because Bryce Young once again threw 2 pick-sixes. Carolina's defense over the last 2 games have allowed a combined total of 28 points. They got killed by Detroit, got killed by Miami. Against Houston, they were good. Post-bye week, they've been very good defensively. So I think that this team has some value. I think they're going to be able to get after the passer because the Bears aren't exactly good at actually blocking really anybody at this point. And I think that an injured Fields, we know Fields can be a bit turnover prone. He has a bunch of defensive touchdowns allowed this season if he does play. Badgett was a disaster in the second half of that Saints game. He had a bunch of turnovers too. I think he had a strip sack fumble, 3 picks. It was a mess. So give me the Panthers defense at around 8,500 in my captain spot. Second spot, Bears defense. I had to do it. At the end of the day, you're looking at it is going to be an ugly game. And Bryce Young, I think, is abysmal. So I am going to go with the Bears defense at 9,500 as my second pick. Third pick, I got Pinheiro at 8,500. I have him over 1.5 field goals. I can see a lot.
This is also a revenge game for him.
It's a revenge game, I guess.
I forgot about that.
He's actually been very solid. I think it's inside of 40. He's made a bunch of kicks in a row. It's not Nick Folk good, who hasn't missed in like 5 years from inside 40, but he's very, very good. And I do think that Pinheiro, Carolina settles for a lot of field goals when they actually get into the territory. Easier said than done, but still. I think 2 field goals and an extra point, maybe more than that, can get a decent showing here. Give me the over for Pinheiro once again, so I am going to take him with the DFS lineup. And then I have a stack involving one quarterback that I roasted the entire episode. Give me Bryce Young and give me
Jesus
Adam
Christ.
Thielen. Give me Bryce Young and Adam Thielen. 1 touchdown might be all I need. I have Carolina plus the points. I think they might win the game. I think the Bears are that bad. But I do think that even though the Bears have looked more competent recently, getting Fields back is a massive variable, and I don't know what to expect. So for me, I'm going to lean to Bryce Young and Thielen finding some connection. If Bryce Young can stay upright on occasion, he'll throw the ball to Thielen almost every time. Give me a stack there. You have Thielen touchdowns, so we'll try to make it work. Once again, it's a very ugly slate where it feels like everybody's in a minefield. Give me Bryce Young and Thielen as my stack. That's it. Once again, I said I'd be shocked if anybody had that exact lineup, so I'm going for the unique angle.
Yeah, it sure is unique.
I feel like
Okay.
everyone's going to be on Fields, though. I really am a fan of the pivot off of Fields.
Yeah, no, I had Fields and I pivoted, and so DJ Moore is in my captain slot. Can't get away from it. I think he's unguardable. I don't think they have anything for him. So I can see it could not translate to a win, but he could definitely still have 100 plus and maybe a touchdown. So I'll take DJ Moore. I also took the other number 1 wide receiver in Adam Thielen because same thing. I don't think they have anything for him. They're going to target him at least 200 times. At the least 200 times. So if he just comes down with 5% of that 200, we're good. So Adam Thielen, I'll take that. I did take the Panthers defense in the flex spot as well. I also added Roschon Johnson because I still believe that Roschon Johnson is the best back in that backfield. So
They just don't
hopefully
use
that
him,
breaks
man. And
down.
Herbert's coming
Yeah,
back off IR. It's
I
really
know.
annoying.
It's really annoying, but I hope that he just breaks one and then they ended up keep continuing to go for him. And again, trying to get, I don't want to split.
I thought you'd be all over
numbers.
Foreman here in the revenge spot.
No, it's not a real revenge spot. I think his real revenge spot is Houston.
Just
I
saying,
think
he was
that's
on
his real
Carolina
revenge
last
spot.
year.
Yeah, I mean, but he was on a bunch of teams. Like, I think his real revenge spot is Houston. And I did take Pinheiro in the revenge spot, though. Did do that. 100% got down on the kicker revenge spot over the running back. And Jonathan Mingo. I probably should take Foreman. I have Roschon for first touchdown. Maybe I should take Foreman. I have the salary. All right, I'll take Foreman. But I'm gonna put in this one too because I'll just put in two. But I will take Foreman. You make a good point. Jonathan Mingo as well because you sold me on the Jonathan Mingo angle, and he's due, and nobody's gonna put them in.
I mean, it's 96% of the snaps.
Yeah, he's due to get that touchdown. He's due. All right, that's about it. Let's go to lock anytime touchdown, and let's build a quick prize picks lineup to end the show. For my lock for this one, yikes! Locking anything in this game is disgusting.
You're taking the under, right?
Yeah, it's got to be the under. I mean, can I just go ahead and call this that for a double lock?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. We're gonna double lock the under here. I mean, it's Thursday night football. It's ugly football. Two bad teams, two okay defenses, potentially a good defense with Carolina. I do agree that I like Carolina's defense. They're just battered and broken right now.
Two teams that the Bears own the draft picks for in the first round.
Very much so. Wow. I mean, yeah, your tie angle is so there. It's definitely there. 0-0 tie.
Funny.
0-0 tie, possibly. 39, under 39, we're both going to lock up that. So that's pretty easy, pretty simple handicap there.
We'll set that aside.
For my anytime touchdown, I'm really trying to get away from it. But I've talked myself into DJ Moore revenge game. Like, I've talked myself into this. Because he really thought he was untouchable. Like, he really thought he was untouchable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not even the fact that, they just traded somebody. Because people get traded all the time. Like, it's part of business, blah, blah. DJ Moore really thought he was untouchable.
I remember DJ Moore had that massive game against Atlanta, took off his helmet. Pinheiro missed a kick, and I don't think he's missed a kick since. I think that's how it's gone. And it was at that moment Carolina realized that he was actually touchable, and they shipped him out of town.
Yeah, man. Give me DJ Moore plus 155. Who are you taking?
So for my lock, of course, we agree on the under, so I'm not going to bother. I'll take something else. I'm going to take Pinheiro over 1.5 field goals as my lock. Plus 125 is such a great deal. I mean, the Bears are allowing the 10th most field goals per game. Pinheiro's gone over in 5 of 7. It's a great price at plus 125. I'm going to take that. I would take Fields' interception if there were lines for it, but we don't know if he's playing or not, so I'm not going to do that. But that would be a runner-up for Fields' interception. Anytime touchdown, I'm going with Thielen. I found plus 240 on bet 365.
Sheesh.
240 is a great price. Most other books had like 180. 365 at 240. I got to take it at 240. That's too good of a number.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to bet 365. Number one. All right. Let's see here. Prize picks. What do we like? Let's see if they have Pinheiro.
I got to assume they do. He might have a photo. Maybe.
Yeah. Prize picks gives photos.
Aubrey better.
It's the other one. It's the other one that doesn't give photos. Prize picks gives photos out. All right, let's see. Oh wait, this is NBA. There we go.
Force of habit.
I know.
I'm surprised yours is automatically on WNBA.
Eddie Pinheiro, 5.5 kicking points. That's what they have.
That's the same thing. 2 field goals, he goes over. You also get extra points. That's fine.
All right, so we got Pinheiro, Moore, 5.5 kicking points. We DJ Moore 54.5 receiving yards has to be on there.
Sure.
I'm sold. And how is DJ Moore 54.5 and Adam Thielen 73.5?
It's because the Bears' pass defense is worse than Carolina's by a significant margin.
Okay.
Both teams are atrocious against the run, but Carolina's been rotating Hubbard and Miles Sanders, who was, you know, who made a Pro Bowl last year? Miles Sanders. But yeah, they can't run the ball either, so they're going to have to throw it. So
The
I guess
Eagles,
that's the
man.
argument. But
It's the
I mean,
Eagles,
DJ
man.
Moore is the only. I mean, Mooney's okay at times, but he's Justin Fields' favorite target.
All right, we need one more, Scott.
Bryce Young interception.
I don't think that's up here.
Do they have Fields interception? Because I would take that instead.
That's definitely not up there. Yeah, they don't have Bryce Young interception as well either.
Do you want to go sweat sacks?
They don't even have sacks props,
Okay.
so we can't do that either. Do we just go two? I feel like this is a slate. We just go two.
I'm trying to
don't
think of
wanna
any
force
other
anything
plays
else.
that we can even take.
There's nothing else that I'm really interested
Mingo
in.
receiving yards?
I mean, maybe Chuba Hubbard under rushing.
What's
and receiving.
Mingo receiving yards at?
I don't even know if I have that.
If they don't have
Oh,
that,
it's
then
at 33.5.
Okay. Thoughts?
I mean, 90-something% of snaps, I guess. Yeah, sure.
Whatever.
Chicago's passing defense is pretty bad. All right, I can buy that.
Once
All
again,
right,
we're grasping at straws here, but we're trying our best.
I still like it. I feel confident about that. 90-something% of snaps. I feel confident you get 34 on Chicago's defense. So, Eddie Pinheiro, more 5.5 kicking points. DJ Moore, 54.5 receiving yards. And Jonathan Mingo, more 33.5 receiving yards. Put that in prize picks. 3-pick gets you 5-1. Make sure you use that promo code SGPN for 100% deposit bonus up to $500 on prize picks. Scott, anything else for people before we get up out of here?
No, once again, should be a disgusting game, but hopefully it's competitive.
All right. For the people that are watching on YouTube, make sure you like the video on the way out. And for the people that are listening through podcasts, make sure you leave us a 5-star rating and review. Other than that, I have nothing else saying like us. Do no other way of ending the podcast. Just going to like this. We are out of here.